Okay, so the first thing that we are going to talk about is what is your why? And the reason why this is the first video is because motivation is the reason why we do anything. So I wanted to set this as the foundation for even before you watch your next video, because watching these videos and then receiving the workout plan and the meal plan that I've designed for you and executing on those things are the things that we need to do in order to achieve the results that you outlined to me when we first met and as we were discussing all the results that you want to achieve in this program. So I wanted to make sure the very first thing that I taught you was how to harness the power of the reason why you want to continue watching these videos, receive your workout plan and meal plan, and execute on those things, because this is going to be the foundation for you actually executing on all of the steps that we need to take in order to achieve the results that you're looking for. So, of course, motivation is the reason why we do anything, and we need to stay motivated, and we may stop feeling motivated if we forget the reason why we wanted to achieve the results that we're looking for. So I wanted to make sure that that was the foundation. So I'm going to use myself as an example. So my motivation and my goals for myself have changed throughout the years, but at the time of filming this video, I thought that I would use the first time that I ever got into fitness, which was when I was in late high school or early university. My goals were to burn fat and gain muscle. And the reason why I felt like that would be a good thing for me was because I was the shortest kid always in my class, like in elementary school and high school and in university. I felt like I looked weak, I didn't feel strong, and that feeling was how I projected myself to the world. And so I think that everyone was treating me kindly, but as a result of not asserting myself enough, people didn't take me as seriously. And people, in terms of like dating and attraction, I feel like I was overlooked by other guys who were more strong and assertive, because I think that oftentimes when we look for a partner, we look for someone who is going to fulfill their promise of showing up for us and things like that. And I feel like at the time I looked like someone that might feel too shy to be honest. I might be too shy to say what's on my mind. And we always say that confidence is sexy. So I think that another layer to this was that I was in the closet. So I had a lot of things that I was insecure about, not only my appearance, but also I felt understandably not confident enough to say anything. So a lot of my female friends who perhaps were indulging me but thought I was straight would make comments to me, and they would say like, oh my God, that guy is so hot. Like, this straight guy might be taller, he might have more muscle, he might look more attractive, because he just had that outward energy that projected that he was going to go after what he wanted. And that was just an attractive quality. That energy was attractive to my female friends and to everyone around him. And I felt like I was overlooked. And to make it even worse, I was overlooked by the girls that I didn't even want, right? Of course, I was attracted to men, but I was not confident enough at the time to come out of the closet, even out to myself. So that's a whole other story. But I felt like going to the gym and getting stronger physically might be something that would, at the time, I didn't really have like a clear understanding of this, but it was just my intuition that if I go to the gym and I get stronger physically, I might feel proud of myself, hence Pride Fitness, honestly. I might be proud of myself and I might have more confidence because I've achieved a really hard thing. So I thought if I go to the gym and I get stronger, then I might be more confident in terms of like how I present myself to the world. And might be more confident mentally, so that I could, again, not date women, but again, I wasn't even out to myself. So there was this like very deep rooted gut feeling that if I go to the gym and I get stronger, I might be more confident and I'm just going to have better things for myself, which ultimately was me coming into the closet. And when I was in late high school, I started going to a gym in my hometown, and I really like kind of didn't know what I was doing, but I just did the best that I could. I started using machines. I was walking on the treadmill, and I would pick things up from magazines and some of my friends that started going to the gym as well. But it was really in university that I did a lot of research on the internet, and I made a lot of mistakes. And I ultimately learned what I needed to do, and I just picked up the foundations. So I would buy a lot of chicken and broccoli and rice, and I would go to the gym and I would just get better at the things that I learned. I would do all of the basics, and ultimately I just continued to learn things along the way, and I picked up momentum. And it wasn't an overnight thing, but ultimately a few years after I graduated university, I felt confident enough to come out of the closet. And I think ever since then, it's been like a slow upward trend in terms of my confidence as I continue to build on my foundation, on my body. I continue to build muscle and build strength. So the next slide is my tip for you is to think of a time recently that might represent why you are joining this program. So if you want to burn fat and gain muscle, which is a common goal for a lot of us, a lot of my clients that join this program will share there's a time when they went to a beach or they went to a pool party with their friends or they were on a date and they had to take off their clothes because they were going to get intimate with their date or their partner, and they felt insecure about themselves. And that is ultimately the seed that was planted that weeks later, months later, they're thinking, I don't like how I feel. I wish I was more confident in myself and in my body, and I would be able to put myself out there more. And that is ultimately like feeling that we don't want to feel anymore. And so I don't want you to hate yourself and that be the motivation to get in better shape. So I do like to sort of flip it on its head and think of it in a more positive way. So after we've established how we don't want to feel, I would have you ask yourself how you do want to feel. Close your eyes and take a minute and really think of yourself on the inverse of how you don't want to feel. So if the reason why you want to burn fat and build muscle and the reason why you joined this program was because there have been times recently where you went to a beach or you went to a pool party and you were ashamed to take off your shirt and you wish that you were more confident. Imagine yourself next summer being at a beach or a pool party and taking off your shirt, and what are the words that come to you? Like, I want to feel like I am taller. I want to feel more confident. I want to feel like I've got a big smile on my face. I want proud of me. I want people to ask me, what I did to achieve these results. And I want people to tell me that I look strong. And imagine yourself making more friends and things like that. So again, this is just an example. And so I would implore you to think of what this looks like for you. And I would recommend writing down this goal. And I say write it down and put it where you won't forget it. And what I used to say that looks like is putting it on a sticky note and putting it on your computer or something. But I think in modern day, what I might recommend is making a graphic on your phone using some kind of app like Canva and writing that down and making it your iPhone wallpaper so that every time you open your phone, you are reminded of your goal. Because again, if we forget our goal, for a lot of us, this isn't life or death. You might be a client that joined this program because your doctor did say that you need to lose weight for your health. And I mean, that is a really good reason. So whatever your goal is, I would write it down. I would make a graphic. I would put it on your phone and I would make it your desktop wallpaper, because as you go through this program, like I said, there are going to be times where it might feel difficult for you to execute on your workouts and your meal plan. But if you continue to remember why you joined, then it will make you more motivated to stick it through when the things get difficult to achieve. So that is all for the What is Your Why video. In the next video, we are going to talk about our daily and weekly habits.